Then, what about sa PC? Check ang PC. Kadto ta sa fast Ethernet, kung naka-on naman yung port status, then physical, check ta if naka-on naman. Then, close na lang. Then, click DNS and set a domain name as www.firstlab.com. Click ang server, then kadto sa DNS, then set ta as www.firstlab.com, then set ta ang IP address as 192.168.0.105. And click ta add. Then finally, check to make sure that the service for DNS is on. So, i-on ta lang DNS. Then back. So number 8 here is reposition the network devices by dragging them to the new location. For example, like this. Then drag ta de. Then add a network description by using the I button on the upper right corner. So right here, network description, then add ta sang I. Then add some text labels within the logical workspace by using the place note tool. For example, ma-add kita sang first lab. Right here. So number 9 here, load a background grid using the set tiled background button. So ari siya sa babaw. So right, for example, ari apply. Then makita ta siya nga nag-apply. Then pwede naman siya ma-reset. Apply lang sa default. Then the last one here is save your work using the file save as option and create a meaningful file name. So kadto sa file, then save as pkz, then rename ta as Abelarde, Kayeriel, Jhannen, exert 2. Okay ta lang. Here makita ta nga rin siya sa desktop, then open ta. So congratulations on creating your first network. So let's try to test. So i-mouse over ta ang server IP address niya is 192.168.0.105. Then ang IP address naman sa PC client ta is 192.168.0.110. So mapping kita sa server. Kadto kita sa desktop. Then command prompt. So kay gin DNS ta siya kagina, mapping kita sang www.firstlab.com. So enter. So nag-reply siya. So then sa firstlab.com is the web server. Then si web server, mapping sa PC client. So ping on prompt. So ping 192.168.0.110. So nag-reply siya. So it is connected. Meaning, ga-communicate sila nga duha. So once nga nag-read na siya de, so there's something wrong sa configuration or sa cable na gin-assign ta. So nga man si PC kung iping si server using www.firstlab.com, ma-read siya. So what if IP address atong gamiton? So mapping kita ping 192.168.0.105, enter. So, ga-respond siya, so meaning connected kag correct ang aton nga procedure. So, successful siya kay wala siya nag time out. So, that's all for the two task, which is creating a first network. Let's proceed to assessment number 3, which is sending simple test messages in real-time mode. The first one here is to start by opening the file saved in the last section. So, open ta lang ang aton yung save kanina. Then, number 2 here is notice that the file opens in real-time mode. Use the add simple video tool to send a simple one message pings called an echo request to the server. The server responds with an echo reply because all devices have properly configured IP address settings. So, kagina na ubra ta na ini, then ma-proceed ta sa number 3. Scroll up and down the user-created packet window to see different capabilities of the ping message, including an indication that ping was successful. So, ari siya sa dalom. So, click ta ang toggle. Then, ara sa babaw, ang video list window. So, ari na siya. So, number 4 here is toggle video list window to see a larger display of this message. One or more of these messages can be saved as a scenario. Scenario 0 is displayed when starting. So, here, makita ta scenario 0 ang starting niya. So, label this first scenario with an I note. So, label ta with an I note. Then, different scenarios allow to use of the same topology for experiments with different groupings of user-created packets. So number 5 here is click New to create a new scenario. New scenarios will initially be blank. Add new scenario. Then here, makita ta sa screen nga nag-scenario 1 na siya. So number 6 here is to add two packets using simple PDU tool. A PDU from the PC to the server and different PDU from the server to the PC. So right, for example, here, and then ma-add kita sang simple PDU sa PC to the web server. Then web server to client PC. So here, makita ta nga successful web server and the client. So, an example. So then add an I note describing the scenario. To complete the scenario 1, an example is shown below. So, scenario 1, description is add notes na lang. This is the second scenario. This is the second scenario. Then, scenario 0 naton, rename na lang as first scenario. This is the first scenario. And exit. The number 7 here, several scenarios can be saved with a single network. Alternate between 0. So number 7 here is several scenarios can be saved with a single network. Then alternate between scenario 0 and 1. So number 7 here is several scenarios can be saved with a single network. So we need to alternate between scenario 0 and 1. So try to alternate. See scenario 0 kag scenario 1. Then, now remove the scenario 0 using the delete button. remove ta si scenario 0 as first scenario naton, delete. Then, scenario scenario 1 is now visible. So go to the last column in user created packet window and double click delete to remove PDU. So go kita sa last column ni user created packet window. So delete lang, double click, then double click. Then number 10, delete the whole scenario. Notice that the scenario list went back to default. Number 10 here is delete the whole scenario. Notice that the scenario list went back to default scenario 0. So remove na lang mga scenarios. Delete and delete. So nag-back na siya as scenario 0. So congratulations on being able to send and organize simple test messages in real time. So let's proceed to the number 4, which is establishing a web server connection using the PC's web browser. The first one here is to open the file saved from the previous section. So open ko lang itong file last time. Then, wait. Then, click on the PC to view the configuration window. Then select the desktop tab and then click web browser. Type www.firstlab.com as the URL and click the go button. Packet resale welcome page shown below appears indicating the web connection has been successfully established. So click PC. Then desktop, web browser, then URL is www.firstlab.com. Then go. So there you go. So we have browser from first tab. So welcome to the Cisco Packet Tracer. Welcome to the Cisco Packet Tracer, opening doors to new opportunities. Mind wide open. Close na lang. Then number 4, clear the URL. Type www and click go. So clear ka ang URL. Then delete. So host name unresolved. So error siya. Then since the address entered is not complete, a host name unresolved message appears. So ari siya. Then type 192.168.0.105 as a URL entry and then click go. So i-try natin. Then paste and go. So notice the packet tracer welcome page appears again. This is because the server IP address can also be used to establish a web connection. So pwede naman siya ang gamit IP address. Dito siya magamit ang IP address. Then exit. So number 6 here is close the window and try the same steps in simulation mode. In this mode, the user controls time so the network can be viewed running at slower pace, allowing observation of the paths, packets, state, and inspection of packets in detail. Packet tracing. So, kadto today sa simulation. Then, kadto ta sa PC, then back sa web browser. Enter. Then, wait lang ta.